Yeah, go.
Wow, okay. Hello, everyone. This is a new platform for me, so it's really fun. Usually I'm looking at all the little kiddies or corporate America out there, but to be here with the Stylecaster family and talking fashion and everything else is pretty cool. So, a little bit about me, and like I already said, personal style. As you know, as you can see, I'm 6'1", pretty big girl, and I've been pretty big for a really long time, but I've, like I already said, I just came back from London not too long ago. I played the WNBA. I won 2 Olympic gold medals, so I know a little bit about being a woman out there pushing forward in my sport, and I also know about women who play sports who are into fashion, which I think is a huge market. I know this because I'm at Nordstrom's and I wear a size 11 and a half, and we're fighting for the big shoe rack and trying to figure out who's going to get there first. Yes, ladies, there are a lot of women who like heels who go to the department stores, and we're all fighting for the same size. There's probably like 2 that's there, so anybody that's out there, a shoe designer, if you want to get into a market, a niche market, trust me, we're loyal customers. But a little bit about personal style. As an athlete and as a woman, and not only in fashion but also in sports, it's really about being genuine, I think, and being true to who you are. And for me, I look like this right now, but a lot of the times I'm in my Nike, sweats and my training attire. And I think the one good thing, if you look on the other side of fashion right now, a lot of sports companies are trying to cater to women who are working out, who are athletic, and have that lifestyle. And I think that that's very important, that we focus on the women who are not only active and the moms and everyone else, but also women who want to transition from day to night. And that's something that I love to do. Although I'm 6'1", a lot of the women who I play basketball with, who are my friends, we all love heels. We all love to go from day to night. I was just out at the ESPN Summit, and I was on a panel, and one of the track ladies, Carlita, she actually said for the next 2 months she's only wearing heels because for 10 months out of the year she's always training and always in sneakers and things of that sort. So I just love to see the versatility that's out there right now. I like to see that women are able to be in corporate world and be in a pencil skirt and a nice blouse and be able to go afterwards and throw on some heels and a nice biker jacket and go out and socialize with friends. And I think that's really important. I think it's important with your style to be versatile. Just like on the basketball court, for me, it's important that we work on our game and be versatile on the court and be able to do a number of different things. The same way in corporate America, I think when you're in the office, you don't just want to be a person that's known to only do one thing really, really well. I mean, you want to do that one thing well, but you want to make sure that you're learning other traits along the way. And I think that goes, sports and fashion and entertainment go hand in hand. If you take a look now at the WNBA, the NBA I'll use as an example. When the NBA implemented a dress code, everything just went bonkers. I mean, first the guys were in baggy shirts and 2 big jeans, and you didn't know what size they wore. And then all of a sudden you implement this dress code, and now you have guys that are getting personal suits made, tailored suits made. They're trying to figure out what new Tom Ford suit is out. I mean, you have Kobe Bryant that is sleek and wants to be classic and a little bit like MJ. And then you have LeBron and Kevin Durant and all these new guys that are wearing the nerdy glasses and switching their style up. And you hear people talking about it on television. And I think that's the thing that's really catching people nowadays is your fashion, expressing yourself. And I had a chance to kind of talk with some of the guys and the girls in London, and everybody's just, excited about this whole new transition with athletes and fashion and crossover. I know a few people that are working on their own personal lines, but they're also going to Fashion Week. I mean, it's nothing to be at Fashion Week, I'm sure, and see athletes that are sitting either front row or, that's rubbing elbows with some of the top designers in the industry, and that's cool. I just would like to see me personally, for my own personal style, to see more options for women who are taller size, who are bigger size, because I think there are a lot of people that are out there that are just not being catered to. And I give a shout out to places like, I shop at Topshop, different designers that I really like this blouse, I love like Elizabeth and James. I mean, they're really cool and trendy for me. Shoes are an option. I mean, a problem for me somewhat because I wear, like I said, 11 and a half. And some of the times you're either going to get 1 or 2 12s in the store, or you're going to get 11. Or you could be me who goes in there and I sweet talk a little bit. The person's working and says, hey, whenever those 12s come in, make sure you call me first, and then I'll be here to pick them up. And so that's just a little bit about who I am and my thoughts and personal style on fashion and how it goes hand in hand with sports. And I guess that's pretty much all I have to say. Does anybody have any questions or things you would like to ask me about, I guess, women of my size or sports or anything of that sort? No questions? Here you go.
I think one of the things with athletes is that when you go out, you're also kind of an extension of your brand or your team. So if somebody goes out from Price, whereas I don't think, oh wow, they're from the city. Whereas I know some athletes from that team. How much of a role does that play? So when you're going out and what you're wearing, then you're trying to tone it down or tone it up because you know there's that association with people.
It's very important, and I'll tell you why. It's because you are your brand. And so whenever we're going on a red carpet event, I go to some red carpet events, whether it's a movie premiere or it's an award show, and you don't want to look the same way you do on the court. And I get it all the time. They're like, you play basketball? Really? You're an athlete? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not supposed to look how I look on the floor. And so my personal style is, sometimes I like to be classic, and I can be in a nice, fitted, tailored dress. Or you want to be over the top and you want to be bold. And I think I express myself and my brand through my fashion. And I think girls have a little bit more fun than guys do, but you see it even with the guys. I mean, like I said, I use examples like LeBron James and Kobe Bryant, and those guys are big on their fashion as well. Any other questions?
Swin Cash, ask a question. It's amazing.
You guys want to know about London, anything like that?
Daily workout routine.
Oh, daily workout routine. Okay, this is a good one for ladies who have problems with hair. I'm one of those people. And so I'm always trying to figure out, how can I not mess my hair up while I'm working out? Yes. I would say my daily workout routine is to get up. I'm disciplined. And I think it's with any job, you have to be disciplined. You have to put the work in. If you're starting out a company, if you're trying to be an Olympic gold medalist, you have to be able to discipline yourself to train, because no one's going to be pushing you to get that goal. So in the morning for me, it can be get up early, eat breakfast, 2 hours of workout, answer calls, emails, deal with my charity work, go back to the gym in the afternoon time, work out again, and then after that, figure out who I'm meeting for lunch, for cocktails, and so forth. So it's really a discipline. And with anything you want to do. And that's why I say sports and fashion and entertainment go hand in hand. Yes?
Oh, the hand's shooting up.
I'm going to ask about your Twitter and your social media. How much percentage do you find is based on sports and the athletic part of you versus your everyday life and your style and all? What's the percentage kind of breakdown of that?
The percentage breakdown. Well, once I opened up a little bit more on Twitter, I think that people on Twitter don't get enough credit for their intelligence. There are a lot of people that will follow you, and some of the people that follow me are not based on sports. I started talking about politics, I started talking about fashion or places that I was going, and that's when my numbers started rising. So I do a blend. I just try to be very authentic and genuine on Twitter, because people can tell when your handlers are tweeting for you, or your interns tweeting for you. And I find that I get a lot more response whenever I'm talking about the current events.
Hello, my name is Swin, and I don't really follow sports except for the Olympics. I'm such an Olympics nerd. I watch all day long. I live stream at work. My boss might be watching the live stream, but a lot of reports really come out about what goes on at the Olympic Village, about the hookups, the partying. So what really goes on?
Oh, you want to know the dirt, right? Now we're talking. Okay. Well, I will say this. There are some things that go on in Olympic Village. But fortunately for men and women's basketball, we never stay in Olympic Village. And that's for a number of reasons, security reasons and so forth. But I've heard enough stories to know that there's some truth to those stories that were out. And I'll leave it there. Yeah, over there.
Hi.
Hi.
I've always been curious about after you win a gold medal, how long do you wear it? How often do you take it out?
Yeah.
Robbie says he might be the funniest guy in the room, so if you need a good joke, ask Robbie.
Yeah, you know, I'm putting it on in the morning time before I get dressed, checking myself out. You know, it's really funny is that I think other people get more of a thrill out of seeing it, and everyone wants to put it on for some reason. But for me, I just really carry it because I really think it represents, you know, our country and the things that we've done. So I'm one of those people that I'm like, here you go, mom. You know, here you go, friend, and so forth. But I really don't put it on too much. Yeah, I don't.
Did you bring it today?
No, I should have though. I'm really sorry. But
February, she's going to wear it the whole time.
Yeah. I'll wear it in February, and I'll put some. I'll tweet you. I'll tweet you the picture.
Hey guys, I want to jump into a little bit of networking. I'm going to start by asking Swin a question because I was just curious. I'm going to go play a couple tunes, and then I want people to get to know each other. I'm going to start an amazing panel with some other geniuses. My thing is that years ago, David Stern said the ball players got to start looking better, right? And they said when you come to the games, you got to wear suits. And there was this Allen Iverson, these guys are dogs, they don't dress right. This whole thing that goes on, and like you said, Ron, D-Wade, Melo, all embraced it. It's thick frame glasses, it's the Prepper Wetzel Wrestler book, and I'm wondering how you think the boys embrace it, but also how that's affecting the WNBA and the girls, and like you said, their style that's going on.
I think that was probably the smartest move that David Stern did, and I think what it did, number one, is it made the guys recognize that they were representing a brand and that they were a brand. And so I think for the women, we were already there. There were a number of girls who were already there that dressed the part because girls love to dress. But even some of our girls were kind of turned back because they're like, oh, I like dressing in my jeans and my sneakers. So it was a little bit of a transition. But I can say this is that by doing that, you saw the numbers go up for NBA attendance. You saw the numbers go up for people watching the NBA. And that's what I think people are so reluctant and stubborn sometimes, like, I'm not going to change, I'm not going to change. Well, if you're not going to change, you're not going to grow. And that's the part of like understanding your brand, staying with the current events, and understand how things are moving really fast.
All right, so I'm going to set the example with my friend Swin. So when Mick's going to play a couple tunes to get a little energy up, I want everyone here to look at the person to their right, Swin's to my right, and exchange business cards and meet them for at least 2 minutes, all right? Oh,
Thank you.
Conversation. How are you?